Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alvin. I'm a part-time reseller here in Singapore. In this channel, I basically document how I'm trying to sell down my collection of toys and figurines and collectibles, so to speak. And if you clicked on this video, it means that you want to find out how I'm dealing with this neutral rating that I have, partly due to Qxpress, which I've of late found out that I can use them as a postal service to send items abroad. This neutral rating, I did not ask eBay for help. I've simply just replied as what I've replied to it, because quite frankly, it is out of my hands that it took slightly longer than usual to get to him or her. And with Qxpress, I can see the tracking. And before we go any further, this video will most probably be a comparison between whether you should use Singapore Post, like legit go down to the Singapore Post and mail out your items through them, or use Qxpress, which also uses SingPost mainly for their postal service, because once you actually use Qxpress as a service, when they come and pick it up your item, they will still attach another tracking, which is more than likely Singapore Post tracking on it, and they call it the e-pack service. E-pack service is generally more for businesses to use to send out items in volume, and the businesses that uses them generally have their own product to send in and out of the country from Singapore, and Singapore Post is giving this option to the businesses to use. And with Qxpress, who primarily also do courier services, they are utilizing SingPost as a service. That's where the e-pack comes along, and it's nothing new to SingPost. SingPost, back in the day, in 2012, when they were actually trying to onboard eBay to sell more to Canada, US, Australia, which quite frankly I wasn't really selling that much back then. They were actually this called e-pack service already. So e-pack, it's something like registered mail. Actually, it's there's a tracking to it. You send, and it goes on its way. The difference is this e-pack service, which is under Qxpress, for smaller items, of course, because registered mail, only small items will go by registered. Then if you go by bigger, larger volume, you go by speed post, which that will be a courier service. The e-pack service is like registered mail. They will actually, unlike registered mail where you do need to sign off, it gets delivered to the doorstep, to the mailbox, or somewhere that the delivery guy can put it there and it's considered delivered. It's something like the smart pack that SingPost uses locally, which, because for logistic reasons, is there. That's why they are doing it this way, which is actually easier for us sellers, because the person's not around, is still considered delivered. And when eBay sees the item delivered, regardless of whether it's signed for, is considered to our favor as sellers. Let's put it this way. I've been using Qxpress for most of my mailing needs through eBay. There are one or two occasions where the major countries, because there are some countries that Qxpress, they don't qualify. Like for instance, I've sent to Israel before. I've sent to a few other European countries that is not listed on Qxpress, so I had to go by registered mail. Qxpress, I think I've sent over 50 parcels of late. I'll be honest, with this neutral rating, it still will not deter me from using Qxpress, because of the fact that it happened during the festive period. And we all know the festive period can be delayed, especially international shipment. And with Qxpress, the e-pack service that SingPost uses, I can literally see the movement of the parcel as it goes along. I was a bit worried when it didn't arrive on, with this tracking. in particular, it took like close, if not one whole month, just to reach the doorstep of the person. It didn't arrive in US until like 3-4 weeks later. Then it showed up, which was very long. Again, the fact remains is why Qxpress is still better than SingPost if you go there on your own. It's still cheaper. I've done a video on it. It's cheaper, way cheaper, under 2 kg. And even if you ship over 2 kg worth, you can use speed post, but I would urge you not to use speed post, which is under SingPost, because the courier service, when it reaches the other country, the tracking kind of doesn't work. It's the same problem I had. I did a video on calling out SingPost as a scam lah. It's this video lah. You can click on it. It's something that I truly believe that they should work on, because the tracking for both registered mail and their courier service speed post, it gets lost once it reaches, you know, the country there. And for the e-pack service, there's two things. If it's a larger, bulkier item, it's not under e-pack anymore. It's still under the postal service, the local postal service, still under SingPost though. So that's why the tracking still works. That is signed for. You need to get it signed and then it gets delivered. And it shows up on the USPS website. And if you're like me, who doesn't want DHL to touch it, because DHL is a bit more strict when it comes to taxing and everything lah. It's a whole another video altogether, which I will not delve into it. But right now, shipping, if you want it through local post, use Qxpress. That's the way to go. Tracking will work if you use Canada Post, Australia Post, you know, US Post, and any kind of postal service, the local ones. It's not divert to a courier company lah. Let's put it that way. And again, tracking works. The downside of Qxpress, I'll be honest with you, is it's a workaround. You have to print your own label. SingPost, you can actually go there and they'll print it for you. But for what it's worth, I will urge you to buy a printer lah. The cost savings when you use Qxpress is way better going to SingPost and sending it out. But of course, if you're doing for it once a while, maybe you have to think twice about it. But I will urge you to buy a printer if you're doing it on a regular basis. The other thing that it's not really good, you need someone to wait for the delivery guy to show up. And it can vary from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They can come at any time during that period. So someone needs to be at home. But the good thing about this service is they can pick up from anywhere in Singapore, which I've done it before. Put the address at my mom's place, my place, at my friend's place, which I'm going to help pack, and then I'm going to wait for the courier guy to come. They can pick up from anywhere as long as you appoint it to that address, which is kind of amazing actually. Of course, SingPost, again, you have your own time, own target. You have to go to the post office, which in Singapore is not really easy because the post office isn't that convenient for some places. Let's put it that way. Lastly, as with my neutral rating, it can take slightly longer. Because registered mail, even though I can't track when it reaches the doorstep, you can track till it reaches US or Canada, and then it just stops. And then if you really need to see whether it gets delivered or gets signed on, you have to get good old SingPost, which, oh my god, their email is another atrocity altogether. For delivery wise, Qxpress one, that's why you get this neutral, which I will take it on the chin because it is close to 1 month. But I did rebut him that he has bought from me before and it took a while. But as long as eBay allows it, that delivery period does not extend over it, you are safe. So that's why this is okay for Qxpress. So yeah, these are my thoughts after sending over 50 over parcels. I think close to 100 are coming. These are my thoughts. You should use Qxpress. It's much more convenient. I'll put it to you guys, whether will you use Qxpress after all I've just said? Have you used Qxpress? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like this video, share with your friends if they are thinking of sending something out. And subscribe to my channel for more of me on my journey selling my toys, I guess, and on eBay and other places. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.